Childhood once had television schedules and natural stopping points. Now entertainment learns your child's schedule. Open TikTok, and an endless personalized stream immediately begins guessing what will hold attention next. Jokes, dances, study tricks, beauty ideals, news, arguments, one thumb apart. That does make growing up different, but different does not mean ruined. TikTok can support remarkable creativity, shared humor, informal learning, friendship, and healthy identity exploration. It can also intensify comparison, distraction, misinformation, and harmful content exposure. Effects differ substantially by child, content, context, developmental stage, prior vulnerability, and available offline support. So let's examine what changed without blaming one app for an entire generation. First major change: everyday childhood media became personalized at extraordinary speed, intimacy, and global scale. Broadcast television showed the same program to everyone watching that channel. TikTok's recommendation system can give every child a different cultural window. Pause on frogs twice, and suddenly, your feed resembles a tiny rainforest. The system keeps testing new clips, reading subtle viewing behavior, and continuously refining its next prediction. This can help curious children discover rare interests, role models, and welcoming communities surprisingly early. But personalization can narrow experience, repeating whatever wins another second. A child's media world can become intensely personal yet invisibly platform-shaped. Second change: trends now enter school culture before adults notice them. A catchy sound appears tonight. By tomorrow morning, it becomes a shared joke across 3 classrooms. Shared references create belonging, like playground games once did, only faster. Everyone laughs at lunch, and you silently search the missing context. Being offline can now feel less like ordinary boredom and more like unexplained social absence. Language also mutates quickly through sounds, edits, irony, and remixed gestures. Children become fluent in compressed storytelling. Adults may genuinely struggle to read. That creates creative literacy and another gap between generations sharing one home. Identity development now happens partly before an imagined audience. Adolescence has always involved privately trying personalities, styles, music, friendships, and possible social roles. Now those experiments can be recorded, measured, copied, mocked, or widely shared. Likes and views turn peer reaction into visible, immediate, countable feedback. Positive feedback can reward courage and connection, especially when local offline acceptance feels painfully scarce. But visible metrics can make ordinary self-exploration feel like a constant, competitive public performance. You delete a post, not because it felt false, but because nobody reacted. Growing up includes learning when an audience helps and when it becomes a mirror. Comparison arrives in a polished, personalized, full-screen format. Filters, flattering lighting, careful editing, and highly selective posting can make exceptional moments look completely normal. Appearance-focused social media use is linked with body image concerns, especially among already vulnerable young people. Experimental TikTok studies show content type can shift immediate body satisfaction. Thin ideal content can harm. Body-neutral content may produce healthier short-term responses. That reveals a crucial variable families often miss. Not just screen time, but what actually fills it. 5 minutes of perfect mornings suddenly makes your normal breakfast disappointing. Media literacy means spotting the production hidden inside apparently effortless lives. Children can find support beyond geography, school, and family circles. A rare condition, niche hobby, or marginalized identity may no longer feel solitary. Used constructively, social media can offer companionship, emotional intimacy, practical peer knowledge, and meaningful social support. For some adolescents, that connection is protective rather than merely entertaining. Yet online belonging can also bring harassment, social pressure, deliberate exclusion, public humiliation, and risky imitation. A supportive comment and a cruel pile-on can occupy the same screen. Children therefore practice friendship, conflict, reputation, and boundaries in public networks. Those are old developmental tasks operating inside powerful, searchable, persistent infrastructure. TikTok functions as entertainment, search engine, classroom, and newsroom. Children now learn recipes, languages, history, makeup, science, politics, crafts, and countless practical skills. Well-made short demonstrations can make difficult knowledge accessible, memorable, emotionally engaging, and remarkably easy to share. They can also remove context, uncertainty, sources, and boring but essential detail. Confidence, charisma, and popularity may look like expertise even when they are not. A health tip feels true because 3 creators repeated it today. Repetition is not verification. Search the claim, author, evidence, and original source. Growing up now requires information hygiene alongside reading, writing, and arithmetic. Children are not only viewers, they are miniature media producers. Along the way, they learn framing, editing, music timing, visual jokes, performance, and audience awareness. A bedroom can become a dance studio, laboratory, stage, or small newsroom. Remix tools invite participation. Copy the format, then add your own variation. Sustained creative participation can build confidence, digital literacy, collaboration, technical competence, and genuine artistic skill. It can also train creativity toward whatever earns immediate algorithmic reward. You abandon the strange original idea and film the trend everyone recognizes. The creative question shifts from what matters toward what will travel. Advertising blends into personalities, recommendations, and everyday routines. Children may emotionally follow and trust a familiar person first, then encounter the sales message second. Products arrive inside trusted stories, tutorials, jokes, hauls, and transformations. This friendly presentation can make commercial persuasion significantly harder for developing viewers to identify and evaluate. Trends can turn consumption into participation. Buy it, show it, join in. Suddenly, everyone seems to own the bottle your feed keeps showing. Clear disclosure helps, but children still need practice identifying persuasive intent. Modern media literacy must include creators, affiliate links, filters, and data-driven targeting. The feed has no natural ending, bedtime, or closing credits. Autoplay, infinite scroll, notifications, and personalization reduce stopping cues. European regulators preliminarily identified these features as risks requiring stronger mitigation. The finding is preliminary, but the design question is real. Who controls stopping? 10 intended minutes can quietly become an hour, replacing sleep, homework, physical movement, or face-to-face time. The concern is often displacement. What media use pushes out, not minutes alone. You look up after midnight, tired, surprised, and somehow still scrolling. Healthy boundaries restore choice, pauses, device-free routines, sleep, movement, and conversation. Does TikTok, therefore, cause today's entire youth mental health picture? Evidence says no. The national academies found insufficient evidence for population-level causal claims. Children's health also reflects family life, school climate, inequality, biology, neighborhood conditions, pandemics, and much more. Social media's effects are a shifting mixture of harmful, helpful, and ordinary. Some young people are more sensitive to comparison, compulsive use, or hostile content. Others genuinely gain supportive community, useful knowledge, humor, creative confidence, cultural expression, and civic participation. Ask not merely how long, but what happens before, during, and after. The child's experience matters more than a single universal screen time number. For families, curiosity usually works better than interrogation or secret surveillance. Show me what you enjoy. What does your feed keep repeating? Build realistic shared boundaries around sleep, family meals, schoolwork, privacy, spending, and respectful online behavior. Teach verification, sponsored content recognition, recommendation awareness, blocking, and reporting. Adults should model the same habits instead of demanding rules they ignore. Platforms and policymakers also carry responsibility for safer, age-appropriate design. If use suddenly disrupts sleep, eating, school, safety, or mood, seek professional support. TikTok changed childhood's environment. Children still need adults to help shape the outcome.